All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always comment, not from today, but from of old. Our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist, you opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Namdekano.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, the members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Biafra de facto government in Homeland. Good evening, press people, ladies and gentlemen of the press that are seated here also to listen to me this evening on emergency space tonight. I want to thank the entire Biafrans for their cooperation, their resilience, and of course, the compliance in what we are doing, especially in the delegitimization of the Nigeria in Biafra land. I want everyone to understand, as I will go closer to December 2024 convention in Finland, the enemies are panicking and are quaking. I want you also to understand that when a man is denied the right to live, the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I want every one of you Biafran people to understand that our freedom is indivisible. The chain on any Biafra person today is a chain on all of us. The chain on my people of Biafra is a chain on me. And that's why, for those who are wondering, why do we have all this good life in where we reside on, residing in a different part of the world, and we decide and choose to fight for our people who are back home, is because the chain on them is also a chain in all of us that are fighting from exile. My fellow Biafrans, today marks the 9th day of the 30-day lockdown of the Nigeria institution within Biafra land. And I want you to understand that we have recorded success in this phase of the delegitimization that is being enforced by Biafra government. I want everyone to understand that as we approach this December, when they were thinking that what we are doing is joke, and all of a sudden they have come to realize that is no longer a joke. A lot of propaganda will be flying out there. you may see uprise and upsurge of other many spokespersons coming, springing up from all over Nigeria, from Arewa to the Afonjas. All of them are coming on social media today to tell you who is working for Nigeria government and who is not working for Nigeria government. We've actually passed that particular stage. I am not here to debunk their nonsense propaganda. I'm just here to tell you, Biafrans, that you must stand very strong. As more propagandas will be coming, you must stand very strong. We have been able to nurture you for a day like this. And that is the reason we must all be very, very tough in our standing firmly for the Biafra freedom. There is no other reason we are doing what we are doing today other than to be free from the Nigeria and the British enslavement. I want every one of you to understand that when the water starts boiling, it becomes very foolish to turn off the heat. The water is boiling, the Nigeria is boiling, and it will be very foolish of you and I at this point that the water is boiling and Nigeria is boiling to quench the light. It's very foolish. We will never quench this light. We will never turn off this light and the heat that is making this water to boil, because our main target and main reason why we put the heat on in the first place is to make the water to boil. Our water is boiling today. We will not off the heat until we are done with why and the reason we put the water to that temperature. My brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens of Biafra, I want you to understand that in the coming days and weeks, a lot will be happening in Biafra land. The legitimization of Nigeria will come with a lot of resistance. We are going to stand very firm to defeat this giant Goliath, which is known as Nigeria. We, as small as we are, in David form, will show the mighty power of God that we worship in the coming weeks. I want you to understand that our aim and objective is to make sure that Nigeria never breathes till December. I told you people a few weeks ago that this particular phase we're entering is a phase where we will never allow Nigeria to breathe till December declaration. My fellow citizens of Biafra, I want you to understand that those that are falling victims of Nigeria state terrorism, I want you to understand that every death will be revenged. Every death will be avenged by the Biafra government and Biafra forces. Nobody will kill Biafra under this my watch as the Prime Minister of Biafra government, both in the homeland and in exile, and they will live to tell the story. Those who committed these atrocities against Biafra in Ogbaro will be hunted down. The promise I have come to give you today is that those who perpetrated these heinous crimes, the terrorism against our people in Ogbaro, will be hunted down. I want you to go and mark this particular word I'm telling you today. All of them who came to Ogbaro to kill our people in the name of terrorism will be hunted down by the Biafra forces. It's not going to take time. And hopefully, we are going to post them on social media, how we have been able to decimate them in a few days to come. My fellow Biafrans, I have come to tell you this evening that the 21 days that is still remaining, you remember to stay out and stay away from Nigeria facilities. Very, very important. Stay away from any Nigeria facility. Stay away from secretariat. Stay away from police. Stay away from the terrorist army. Stay away from their checkpoint. This is something that is going to take a lot of time for the delegitimization to completely take effect. It is going to take a lot of time. So if nothing is happening in your area, do not think that we have forgotten your area. The entire Biafra land is sealed as I'm talking to you today. The entire Biafra territory is sealed. And simultaneously, the delegitimization of Nigeria will continue to take place. We will continue to defend our land against Nigeria terrorism. We will continue to defend our women and children against the onslaught and barbarism of the Nigeria state. We will continue to make sure that our women and children will no longer fall a victim of Nigeria terrorism. So I thank you this evening for joining to this particular emergency space briefing, where we have come to update you on what is to come and what is happening. My fellow citizens of Biafra, I say again, when a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. The Nigeria state will be met with the exact and equal measure of force that have come to our land to kill our people. You saw what happened yesterday in Obaro. They killed our innocent people. Even when they were lying lifelessly on the floor, they have to pour a gasoline and set them ablaze. It is only terrorists that can do that. No trained military, no trained army officer will kill innocent people without gun and set them ablaze. It is the art of terrorism in the highest order. And my fellow Biafrans, I can never sleep until Biafra revenge what happened in Obaro yesterday. I swear to God, as a Prime Minister of Biafra, I will never go to sleep until we revenge the killings of the Biafrans in Obaro. And of course, as that is happening, we will be telling them how prepared we are to defend our land. I want you to understand that the kind of guerrilla warfare that we are fighting today is the type that nobody have ever seen. And we are going to escalate it until we get to the maximum level that we are looking up to. The declaration of the Biafra restoration of independence that is going to happen this December 2nd is sacrosanct. We are not moving, we are not quaking, we are not stepping back our feet an inch. We will continue to maintain this particular date, and every work we are doing as a government will be channeled to make sure that this date remain and there will be no change, there will be no postponement. The 2nd of December is sacrosanct. And those of you who have the opportunity to be in Finland, you are still having the opportunity to go and register for the convention to be part of this historic day and historic event. My fellow Biafrans, we are making waves all over the world. The Biafra national team of football will be playing the first ever international tournament somewhere in the world. And that place, I will not mention it at this point until the time is right. But just to inform you that the Biafra government has now a national team that comprises of professional football players of Biafra origin, and they will be representing Biafra for the very first time. Biafra will participate in international football tournament. Biafra national team will be unveiled on the first day of this tournament. My fellow Biafrans, those of you that still doubting what we are doing and the resolve to restore the independence of Biafra, we will shock you. I want you to understand that the Biafra Liberation Army and resistance fighters and Biafra Navy and all forces of Biafra are standing very firmly, and they are gallantly defending our land, neutralizing these terrorists that come in the name of Nigeria forces in their different uniforms and categories in our land to kill and maim. Biafra resistance fighters will continue to defend our land against these terrorists. And so, whenever you see the activities of these Biafra defense forces going on, do not panic. They are not there for you. They are there for the enemies that carries gun to kill our people. I will be taking questions. This particular space shouldn't last more than 45 minutes. I will be taking questions, at least the opportunity to give you to ask questions that you know that bothers you, especially those who have not believed in the Biafra cause. I will welcome your question this evening. This is an emergency to call your attention and your subconsciousness on the propaganda that Nigeria will be pushing out to the media in the coming weeks. Thank you very much. And the media team, over to you.
Thank you, PM, for the update. And without wasting time, the mic is open to the media that wants to throw their questions at the Prime Minister. Minister Vam, welcome on stage, and let's make it snappy. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, my Minister. Greetings to my able and formidable Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in exile. My Prime Minister, I greet you, sir. You're welcome. So, fellow Biafrans, as we are here, like you just said, the Prime Minister said, without further ado, I want you to raise up your hands and come up with questions, especially those engaging questions. And please, not time for accolades. We are here for serious business. Come here and ask questions. I know you appreciate what the PM is doing, but right now PM wants to engage you. Let's come and let the world know what we're doing, and let them know that we are not going to relent until, we get to El Dorado. Please, I'm going to take the very first hand up here. Rage and Fury, please come up with your question. Very quick, 60 seconds. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Rage and Fury, and special greetings to my Prime Minister, His Excellency, Prime Minister Ekpa.
Your mic is so noisy. I don't know.
Okay, can I be heard?
The mic is very noisy. We're not getting you.
Coming out all right now?
All right, better, please.
Okay, thank you very much. So my special greetings to the Prime Minister, the Biafra Prime Minister, the man I call the Ebrara. My question is a very short one, sir. I think 2 days ago, or a day ago, you posted a video on your X page where a son went. Father was so angry with him about joining the military because the military killed his wife, the mother of the child, and the father went further to disown that child. So my question is, sir, is there any consideration about the security of that man? Because we know how these people operate. Because the man went further to say that if the boy wanted this boy now, he can go up, collaborate with his colleagues, you understand, and come and kill that father. So I don't know if there's any consideration concerning the security of that Biafran father, sir. That is my question. Thank you very much.
Every Biafran is secured in Biafra land, and as a government in exile, and both a proxy government or de facto government in the homeland, we make sure that every Biafran is secured to the best of our ability. So everyone is secured. It is not just about him. You think that 50 million Biafrans who voted are not in the same shoe with the man? What is the difference between 50 million people who have voted for the Biafra self-referendum and the man who spoke about his son joining the Biafra army? There is no difference. Everybody in Biafra land remain very, very, under threat by Nigeria state. So it is not just about him or any other person that I have shown on the video. And that is the reason why you see the people that were killed in Obaro yesterday. You think they have committed any crime differently? No. The only reason they killed them is because they came there and they saw them and they know that these are Biafra and they killed them. And they are not different from other people who have done in the past. So we are not just singling out the man because he said so. Everyone who is a Biafran is a target and a threat and the target of attack by the Nigeria state. So we provide security for everybody. And of course, sometimes they succeed, sometimes they will not succeed. But just like our leader said, they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end, Biafra will come. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, our PM, sir. Those of you that enter the room and you didn't raise your hands, somebody will enter after you and then raise hands and you will be called. So raise your hands if you want to be called. Escobar, please, your hand is up. Bring your question very quickly, please.
Yeah. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, Prime Minister. Please, Prime Minister, I wanted to ask a question. As the Biafra Liberation Army and the resistance fighters are engaging the Nigeria terrorist bases, please, I want you to consider the fact that a lot of us Biafrans have our vehicles in those places, our important documents in those places that these people have seized. So, when the resistance fighters engage them, if it would be possible for them to just burn their, the Nigeria forces gadgets and leave the private, vehicles and all that. Because these people are seizing a lot of vehicles these days. So that's what I wanted to bring to your concern. Thank you.
You want to be like the man that during the war interviewed him. What is the name again? Somebody should remind me the name. They interviewed him in Lagos and he was concerned about his car. What is that car again? there's one sports car like that. One of these is Ben 1 or something. It was, it was. Is that Raphael? Is that Ben 1?
I can't remember, sir.
Okay, but you know the man I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
he was busy talking about the car he bought. That's exactly what you are talking. So, what are you going to do with the Nigeria document at the end of the day? Biafra come.
No.
What are you going to do with the Nigeria document?
No, I'm not talking about the documents. Like the vehicles, like most of them are people's livelihood. All those kind of things.
And you think that in Biafra you're going to use this vehicle, adulterated vehicle, that will cause accident? We have what we call MOT that is going to meet international standard. Many vehicles will be burned and destroyed. We don't allow all those nonsense vehicles you are riding in Nigeria that is causing the death of our people. In Europe here we have a standard that once your vehicle cannot pass the MOT, you can't drive it on the road. We're going to have the exact thing. So the vehicle you will be driving in Biafra will be the vehicle that has met the standard and passed the very good test of MOT. So those vehicles you see in Nigeria police, this Nigeria police terrorist bases are not even, are not even the kind of vehicle that is going to pass the test, MOT test in Biafra land. And so the vehicle is the most important thing. Why is it working there? Do you think you are going to get it back ever?
Well, you are the Prime Minister. You know the best, sir. I'm
telling you, if they have impounded your vehicle, you leave it, forget about it. Because many people have impounded their businesses and their vehicles and they never get it back until they die. So the best thing is for you to pray for Biafra to come and forget, you're not going to need those vehicles at all. And I think many of these vehicles that you are buying in Nigeria, their lifespan have actually ended in Europe and America. They will bring it for you, they'll ship it to you there, and then you go and start driving it. Before you know it, you have accident and die on the road, or it will kill other people that are using the road. We're not going to allow that in Biafra land. Biafra will have the standard set. Something in European, when I say I'm bringing Finland to Biafra land, you think it's a joke? The standard of what we're going to be using in Biafra land will be the same thing with Finland. You have access to buy your car, new car. You may not be paying cash. Going to be on credit base, just like what we do in Europe here. So don't worry about the nonsense car that you have in their possession. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. PM Escobar, I'm sure you have been lectured today, and you must be glad for that. Thank you. All right, Triple MI, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, my dear brother, Pastor Bam. Fellow Biafran, I greet you once again. My PM, His Excellency, Master Simon. But thank you very much for being there for your people. You are the God, you are the results we are seeing today. My brother, carry on. I don't have much to say because everything you are doing, we are seeing it. Even the deaf is hearing the sound. The blind can see as well. My question is, having seen everything you are doing, it is quite clear that we are heading to our promised land. Now, I can't wait. All this the internal Eduaka normal, because those people are still convincing our people at home. Because when we put God through to tell them these people
don't just waste your time on the people at home. We have 50 million votes already. I don't think I will dwell in wasting my time about people that you are talking about convincing. We don't need to convince anybody. 50 million votes is enough, and I don't think anybody is more than 50 million. And also, remember that, like I said, during the Finland declaration, there are 100 over 88. So you don't expect everybody to like you and to support what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ebon.
That settles it. Thank you, my able PM, sir. Yeah, out of curiosity, I want to see the question you have. And then Josh, please. Even though your hand is not up, I'm curious just to hear you. Can you unmute yourself? And then Josh. Can you unmute yourself? All right, you're not even ready. Louis John, unmute yourself and bring your question. And Josh. Yeah. You have to go back to listen.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, His Excellency Simon. Please, the question I want to ask is based on what happened yesterday in Ogbar. I want to ask, please, is there no intelligence on ground to alert Biafran Liberation Army when those terrorists are coming so that they can do the needful to prevent what happened yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have warned our people that whenever you see these people, take to your heel and run from them. That is the only way. And many of them are listening, many of them are not listening. You can never see Nigeria terrorist army and you think they are coming there to come and shake your hand. Never. When you see them, run for your life because you are not in position to fight them. There are people who their job is to fight them whenever they see them. And we dictate when to fight them and when not to fight them. So what you do as a civilian in Biafran land is whenever you see these people, run. They are not there for you. And I believe that what happened in Obaro yesterday should teach a lot of people a lesson. So when you see them next time coming to your village, you run. Because you are not trained to fight them. There are people who have been trained to fight them. So when those people come, they will do their job. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And people should know that when they lie to you that the army is your friend, the police is your friend, you can see how friendly they are indeed. Is that friendly? So they are not your friend. The PM is saying it, and we have said this severally. You see them, you avoid them, you run. If there's a way you can harm them before they get to you, you do it. If there's a way you can even get them from a distance or from a hidden location, if there's a way you can do anything to eliminate them, you do it because they are there to eliminate you. That is one thing you must know. So avoid them completely. Thank you very much, our PM. And the hand is up. Nwane Ikechukwu, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Pastor Vam. My PM, I greet everybody. I was very, very happy for everything that is happening. So my question is this. Please, is there this thing we can you can create in a way, because for what happened to that Abaro, is there anything we can have you can create, because everybody need to be a security now. Everybody need to be a police or whatever. Anywhere, any group we can create that if there's anything at all, then once you give once you report to the whatever, the group or whatever, then they can come and rescue the people at the center. Is there any group like that you can create for that kind of incident? Thank you.
We have enough group. The only thing we need is more fund. We have enough group. We have over 100,000 men. All we need is fund to make sure that everybody is well armed, and that's all. That's all you need. You can create all manner of group you want without arms. Providing arms for them, they are weak. Thank you.
Thank you, Able PM. And who else is in the room? You guys are not raising your hands. You come into the room, you just leave your hands down. Anyway, Mola, I'm going to give you the privilege to take the mic. Mola Dikar. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Can you unmute yourself, Mola? Mola, can you please unmute yourself? Mola is not there. Not there. Okay. Auchi Innocent. Can you please unmute yourself?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, TM. My name is Auchi Innocent. I am in between Lagos today.
Can you change your location to a more quiet place so that we can hear you? Your mic is noisy. You are in a very noisy place.
Okay, let me change. I'm trying to move now. Can you hear me better now?
Just make sure you're in a quiet place.
Yes, is it better a bit? Yeah, my question is there is something is bothering me, and I'm trying to get a way to get the right channel, but I couldn't able to get that. Okay, let me speak now. Maybe through this way I can get it. I am from Godomigo under illicit county. There's some issue regarding in my own community seriously, which I would like to be in touch by the the Biafran government, but I couldn't have a way to know who I could have direct the channel to because I don't suppose to pin it here. But based on I don't have a way, so I try to speak out so I can get the right person to channel the matter. Thank you.
So you don't have a way with all the media present in the social media and all that. You don't have a way. Go and contact the media, and then they're going to address your issues.
Can you hear me, sir? No, that is network.
Josh, please go ahead and unmute yourself. Josh.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Good evening, our Prime Minister. I will just go straight to the point. I want to know, ever since I've been following this group for a month now, I had or seen any update about here, Ebony State. Everywhere is just calm. The military are intimidating the boys up and down. So I want to know if we have forgotten or the Prime Minister doesn't know that exists.
Ebony is not.
That's my question.
Ebony is not calm. Ebony is not calm, and that's not true. So if where you are, you think that the military is going to be eradicated and we're going to push them one day, it's something that takes time. So if it is not happening in your area, does not mean it's not going to happen in your area later on. But instead, it's not calm. A lot is happening, and when we decide to post what we want to post, we post it and you see. So anybody that tells you Ebony State is calm is a lie. Ebony State is not calm.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Yoruba boy, unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Hope you're not a stranger. Yoruba boy.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I am Afoja. Yeah. How unwise I'm Afoja, yeah. How unwise can it be for elderly people like you to gather here and discuss about what you are discussing about? Nigeria cannot be broken. Biafra is not going to exist. Nothing will happen. If you...
I'm not sure.
You should go and deal with your obas that are getting killed like a chicken by the Fulani terrorists. Don't come here with your frustration. We understand we are not the cause of your problem. You smelling idiot. You don't come here to vent your frustration. Go and hold the people who put in the situation you are today. We are not the same. We can never be the same. We are people with guts. We are people like lion. You cannot just speak when we are speaking. You don't even need to talk when we are talking, because you are coward. Have you heard any history in the history of Nigeria where Biafrans were conquered? Your people were conquered. Ilori, you lost Ilori. You are here thinking that we're going to be like you. Go and recover Ilori first before you can talk to us. Have you ever fought war? Biafra fought war with Nigeria for 3 years. Can you do it? So you see, it is not everything we see. When you see people talking in the public, you have to first of all measure yourself. Are you qualified to talk when Biafrans are talking? You are the most chaotic tribe in Africa. You can't fight. You can't fight anyone. You think we'll come and start, romancing our oppressors like you? That's why you have the Afonja betrayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ebu PM. Thank you, sir. Please unmute yourself.
And we have to start putting this thing very straight to them. You have to go and fight war with Nigeria first before you can come and talk to us. Go and fight war for 3 years, and let's see how you're going to manage before you can have the guts and qualify to come and talk to Biafrans. We fought a war. You didn't fight any war.
Exactly. Thank you, ABPM. One, please make sure there is no, please, before you open your mic, if there is noise in your area, just tell me you are in a noisy place so that I will give someone else the mic, okay? One, just be sure that there is no noise where you are. If there is, change your location. All right, unmute yourself now. One, Ikechukwu.
Yeah, my PM. It's not only Ilorin. It's only with Kwara and Ilorin. They have conquered everywhere. So sorry, what I tried to find out, what I tried to say that time is that when you go to all this civilized world, you see that everyone are security personnel. So what we need now is a forum where we can report, because if this thing keep happening like this, a forum where everybody can have, we can report anything that's happening.
Let me tell you, it will keep happening, and we'll prevent the one we can prevent. We cannot prevent all. What you are thinking now, what you are trying to say, it requires a lot of resources and fund. We will be managing and defending ourselves with the little resources we have, which we have been able to prove that Nigeria can never defeat us, even with the little resources we have. So everybody wants heaven, everybody wants good thing, but good thing requires money. So if you talk about security, securing entire, so everything, whenever something happens, we're going to be there in 1 minute. You need money. If you want to arm the entire Biafra, you need money. But with the one we have today, I can beat my chest, and Nigeria can never defeat us. So you can never stop this particular carnage by the Nigeria state completely. And that's what everybody must understand. What they are trying to do is to continue to do it so that you will be tired of your freedom. No, stand your ground. Like I said, even if it is one person that is remaining, and we can never remain one person, they will go and multiply in Biafra. But this freedom, we will get it. And the beginning will start from December 2nd. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my able PM. Yeah, it's like some of you are now learning how to raise your hands. That's very good. We have another Oba Pluto. Even if you are Afonja, be a reasonable Afonja and ask a reasonable question. Not like the idiot that was thrown into oblivion just now. Be a reasonable Afonja and ask a reasonable one Nigerian question, and you will get a very reasonable answer. All right, open your mic and let's hear you. Oba Pluto.
Not everybody that comes here is Afonja. Because I'm answering over. No, I am not. I am just from. My mom is from Imo State and my dad is from Edo State. That is just the problem. That's why I'm asking the Oba.
All right, bless you.
So let me go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. As much as I do not doubt the Biafra Defense Forces and resistance fighters, I have seen a lot of videos. I've seen what they are doing. They are really defending their people. As much as I do not doubt them, I would say kudos in your liberation fights. I would say kudos. And we other one Nigerian people know that the Southeast, the Igbos generally, for a long time. But at the same time, I want to say that as more.
I don't know. Am I the one that lost him? Or can another person hear him? Please, can another person hear him? Man, can you hear him? Okay, I think he lost the mic. Let's take you. Beke, after Beke, we can take Helen. Beke, please unmute yourself.
No, nobody is talking. I can't hear him. Nobody is talking.
Okay. Beke, unmute yourself, please. Oba, let's know if you get your mic back.
Yeah. Good evening, my PM, Simon Ekpa. Good evening, my Deputy Minister of Information. Yes, I want to thank especially our PM for his good jobs, the way he has been protecting Biafrans. And what I want to suggest is this. You know, most of these security personnel who are killing Biafrans every day, most of them live among us in Biafra land. I think it would be a good idea if we start pointing these people, because they live within us.
We are not.
If we'll be able to,
we are not discussing security here, please. Thank you.
Did you get that?
Okay, my PM. Thank you.
You have another question?
No other question. My information. Yes.
Raphael, I have 3 minutes to go.
Oh, wow. Okay, please, we are going to take Helen and then we are going to take Olakunle Omo Odudua. Helen, please come up with your question after you, Olakunle.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy that I have this opportunity to speak to my PM. Greetings to you, Your Excellency, the Agbada Bruru that we call you from Isoko, Biafra land. We say we love you, we love whatsoever you are doing, sir. Thank you, every Biafrans present here and non-Biafrans. We welcome every one of you because this platform, you are here to learn. Greetings to all the ministers present here, and we say we love you, sir. I saw a worrisome video, sir, from the so-called Niger Delta, because that also concerns us as Biafrans, of a man that is lamenting that the gas in their backyard has been sold to Morocco, something that they are taking they want to take the gas to Morocco through this Islamic bank that is funding the project, and they that is living there as the indigenous people were not informed. They were not involved of this project. So he's been worried that if the gold in Zafara belongs to them, why can't the gas in the Niger Delta belong to the people of Niger Delta? Or why can't they get the people involved so it will benefit the people? And my question here now is, how are we going to get rid of these people taking our resources to foreigners? Because as it was said, they said it has been sold by the past president, which is Buhari. So now I don't know how we are going to...
When Biafra become an independent state.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And also, I want to send a message to the Afonjas, sir, if you give me the privilege. The Afonjas, they are only afraid that if Biafra should go, they are gone. That is why they are afraid. Most of them have confided in us that Biafra is the only one holding down Nigeria right now. It's the only
complete rubbish. They should understand that when Biafra go, they will stand a better chance to also flourish in their own nation. Not just them, including the Hausas. Everybody will do better than what they are doing in Nigeria today. So those story and fallacies of Biafra is this, or if Biafra go, everybody is complete lies. So, but of course, we are not going to continue to educate them. The point is that whether they like it or not, we are going. We are going either
we are gone already. We are
by force or in peace. So it is going to be either two ways. You know, whether they like it or not, we are leaving. We are leaving that contraption for good. So they should understand that when we leave, they have a better chance to flourish and and also attain their potential in their different independent nation. We have done it before during the time of the regional government. So if the regional government can flourish, you can imagine what an independent nation can do. So they have experienced it before, experimented it, and it worked very well. So anybody that is telling you that if Biafra leave, they are going to be hungry or anything like that is complete fallacy and rubbish. Thank you, Biafrans. I'm going to stop here because of...
Thank you, sir. I love you, sir.
Yes, sir. There's one Dudua brother that I told you that will come up after Helen. Please, would you just give him 1 minute or two?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Olakunle Omo Dudua, please, can you come up and make it very snappy? Unmute yourself.
Okay. Please, can you all hear me? Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Can hear you.
I don't know if anybody can. Okay, good. Good evening, my Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa. More power to your elbow. You know, I beg, am I permitted to speak pidgin? Because as the thing they do me, I won't talk small. I beg. Am I permitted? I know. Okay. Please, in case if any Afonja again, because we will be Yoruba, we know what we do. We want this self-determination. You know, that Afonja, I don't know, they pay us so. Because that Afonja had the real name where those Olori Buruku Omo Yoruba, where they say they get full and blood inside them. Nada Afonja go them be. Yes. And again, Say now by force. Now, British, we were not one before. Now, British join us together. Say now by force, okay, make everybody day in lane, make we get peace and progress. Now by force again, Abi. Me down the talk, I'm say, now sound of gun. I'm.
What happened to his
Anybody will talk nonsense for year, will be Yoruba, beg, help me fire am, even causing papa, causing because Nigeria has been giving us shit. We are not living fine in this fucking country. Make we go have peace and harmony. I beg, Daddy, I beg. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you nonsense. Good that you clarify that issue. We have made it very clear that those Oduduwa Yoruba nation fighters are not Afonja. The Afonjas are the Ife of the Biafrans. So we have it in our Biafra land as well. So, and I'm happy that you have actually made that particular clarification for those who think that Afonja means every Yoruba person. No, Afonja are those one Nigerianist idiot who cannot differentiate good and bad in the Yoruba land. That's the Afonja. And once you see them, you know their life is miserable. They have nothing other than complaint and bitterness against other people. That's all they know, and that's how is actually the spirit of Afonja, who betrays his people. So thank you for that clarification. I thank you very much, Biafrans. Please, I'm very, very sorry that I have to leave. As you all know, I'm just here to give update, and I'm going to be posting the update today from today's fight, where the Biafra Defense Forces were engaging the Nigeria terrorist state. So I will post it in a few minutes' time. But from here, I have to go for another meeting. Thank you all for listening, and see you again in the next emergency broadcast. Tomorrow is the 10th day of the 30th of the lockdown of Nigerian institution in Biafra land. The delegitimization of the Nigeria will continue. After these 30 days, we will go for 60 days. We will continue like that until they will no longer breach in Biafra land. From here, from me, good evening.